Ah, stream. It's been a rough few days. Not gonna lie, it's been a rough few days. I've not been able to touch the game. I've gone on the server and made shit, but I haven't been able to play the game. I just can't get myself to play it. So this is the first day back playing it since the loss. I was just very sad about the loss. Hello. I've not been healthy at all.
3 down. 4 down.
But my aim is still looking good, so there's that. The first time in a while since we've not gone to an international event. And like, the way that we lost, I've watched the game back about 4 times now. And it was just so infuriating. We lost to Sentinels in the final. That was a hard loss, but it was still a good event, like never expected that. But I think this loss was harder because it's like we're not even qualified to the international part. And like, I just think we could have done so much better. At the start of the year, I was like, oh yeah, let's see if we can win all 3 trophies this year. And we've started off losing to fucking, and our one game wasn't even that great. And then our second game was even worse. Like, what can you do? I tell you what you do, you show up on the day, you know, you gotta show up, make sure you're present, make sure your mindset, your mental is ready. You're not overestimating enemies or yourselves. You just go in to kill. But yeah, it's gonna be rough. I'm not gonna watch Madrid, not gonna live stream. I might have a little like look, see how Paper X is doing. You know, my son Forsaken. And I feel like I finally understand, like, it's rough. Social media is rough. Do you know why?
Killed.
If you don't qualify to the events, all I keep seeing is posts about the event. And then I'm getting constantly reminded about obviously not qualifying. It's almost like a torture. But on the bright side, it can always be better. Rule number 1, don't be disheartened. Use this to fuel you for your next event. You know?
1 kill remaining.
This is why I've decided to show up today and stream so I can actually play the game.
I'll start with you, Marteen. You know, not even, like 2 months ago before this, you weren't even in VCT and EMEA. You come here, and now you're going to Madrid. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing because at start I couldn't literally like find my form on stage, and progressively I found it, and it feels amazing to win against Fnatic.
Oh God, it looked amazing as well what you managed to do. And welcome home. We missed you. You were qualifying for lots of tournaments when you were coaching Gambit M3C before. So what does this one mean to you, being able to qualify here on land?
I know, most of the time I'm just calm, you know, even right now we are winning, but I don't know, I don't feel, no, I will feel something. I feel like maybe in 2-3 hours when I will realize, oh, so yeah, we actually won some really, really great teams. And yeah.
So it was a 3v2. I think it was like relatively late. It might have been 11-8. And they're going into the B site. They stun back site. They kill one close, and then it's like a split crossfire. And just like the calmness of the team to smoke over and just diffuse to create the pressure to then like break the crossfire. Have you like been training a lot with?
We're training this moment.
Time being taken, they swing and they find. Boaster's gone down, but there's still another towards the backside. That's going to be Leo. The problem is he can't take that isolated fight, and he's going to have to face this. He has to try and get in there. Shin's not stopping. Shin is not stopping, and neither are Carmine Core.
We train it kind of this moments. We call it internal training. Literally, we play against each other like 3v3, 3v2, these situations, and we just call. You know, we just trying to simulate a lot of situations, but. Yeah, we did it like before we came like here in Berlin, and so kind of we just, I don't know, just understand what to do. Kinda, I will say, yeah, we just, yeah. Because I don't want to reveal like what my thinking process, but let's say I just heard the call and I thought it's wrong call. Magnus said what they are doing, and it was a great read. But then he said like what we need, like I don't know, the worst play not worst play, but let's say not the best play. And I like okay, so no, like I need to pause and like say like what to do. 100% he knew what to do, but just under pressure, sometimes you can say. Let's say wrong call. Let's say
new IGL, right? Not
yes. It's fine. Yeah. About Magnum, we had a plan, so we step by step. The first thing that I said to him, you just working on attack as you want, do whatever. I don't mind. I'm like fully on defense, so I will show you like how to play defense, blah blah blah. And then we step by step, I just also, I don't want to say teach, but I help him a lot also on attack, how to play, how to see the game. And right now I would say I don't know, he's just doing everything by himself, and he's kind of understand what to do.
It's the Gambit way. It's the Gambit way. If you guys didn't know, before today, you guys have played around 600 minutes of Valorant, like on LAN, and Fnatic played 100. So you've played 6 more times than them. So on paper, people are kind of talking about, in terms of anti-strat, you don't have the edge. So how did you come in to prep for this? And is that from scrims as well? Because Boaster said that you guys scrim each other too.
So first of all, they played this kind of the same Lotus that they played before. I don't want to say a lot of like, let's say we just had a plan, wanted to see if it's working, we keep doing this. If not, like we just, I don't know, we'll improvise and do something else. But yeah, just our anti-strat kind of worked. I'm not gonna lie, really it worked.
For you, Martin, what do you think? Why do you think Fnatic weren't able to kind of turn up today?
They were scared of the big Tomazi.
I mean, the Odin was doing his round, and the end. What do you think? Why do you think they didn't?
It was one of the part of anti-strat, like playing Odin, because we barely played Odin before. But to be honest, we changed a lot of things. Like if you compare our games, like game by game, even Split, Lotus, we changed a lot of things. Like the rotations, the positions, guns. Also, Thomas today, he played like much more Odin than before. Yeah,
are you changing things for teams specifically?
Yeah,
are you changing things because you are playing Fnatic?
So we have our defaults, and then in these defaults we changing some things, like so how they should act around the map, around some zones, and like blah blah blah. Or sometimes we have specific round, how to anti-strat enemy, but most of the time it's only 1 or 2 rounds.
How are you supposed
You listen to Japanese songs. Vondi is a great singer. Yeah, I've actually got a Vondi song here in my playlist. I got this one. Yeah, I like that one. We were like a hotel for Carmine Corp. Just like opening the door. Come on in. Welcome. Oh, Yuri, welcome. Oh, yeah, come on in. Wow, that was it. What do I think of Astra and Omen? I mean, I don't think it's legit. I think it works for them here. But I think if we were better, I mean, this is always like obvious. If we were better, we would have won. But I think we played defense very badly. They got 7 rounds, including pistol, 5 rounds. So they got quite a lot of attack rounds. I think they shouldn't have got, okay, other than pistol, they shouldn't have got any attack rounds. So then I think this comp isn't that good. Conley and Durka seem to be grinding rank more. It makes me really excited for April. They will be back to clicking heads. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like the Chronicle was playing quite a lot. Leo was playing quite a lot. Durka was playing. Not as much as Chron and Leo, but he was still playing a fair amount. I think essentially what happened was we fucked up the off season a little bit. Now we can't change anything about that, but we had quite a long break, and it was like to the point where some players weren't playing the game, myself included at one point. Like I think what happened in the off season for me was I was streaming playing Valorant, and then I got Radiant, and then I was seeing how high I could get in Radiant. Then I just kind of got bored of playing ranked. And so I went to League of Legends, and I was trying to get Master in League of Legends. So then I stopped playing the game, and we weren't really scrimming. So I think what happened was all these other teams, Carmine Corp, Heretics, they were obviously a fresh roster, and they were obviously trialing, and so they had to kind of play. They had some tournaments that they wanted to kind of take seriously and stuff. So I think something for this end of this year is to something to consider, like just playing, not a crazy amount, but like actually playing. What rank are you on AimLab? I don't have a rank, so what I do is I just have this playlist that I keep doing. I'm trying to do it every day, but I haven't been doing it every day. But I've been doing it fairly consistently. You can see it's slowly going up. I felt my aim improve doing this, by the way, and I've only been doing it for a month. But it's not like significant gains. I'm still like bottom fragging sometimes, but it's about like sometimes you have some really good moments. Actually ended up being alright. There are some exercises that I find really annoying, and like I can't train them in Valorant as efficiently, so I might as well improve it here. So I think that is it. It's more targeted training. Now they do say like you can't just do AimLabs or Kovacs and then be done with it. They do say like after you do that, go into a deathmatch and like get used to the movement in the game. But yeah, I think it's a combination of like, you don't need to do 2 hours, you don't need to do 1 hour. I think just a little 30-minute session to warm up, to work the muscles a little bit, just like at the gym. And then you go into game and you actually play the game, because essentially you need to play the game still.